Hello, everyone! Oh my gosh, welcome to the Secret Garden live show and garden tea party. I am Lexi, and we're going to go ahead and do a big introduction. But first, I just want to tell you what I'm drinking. I have ginger peach tea, and I'm very, very excited about it. Also, I have cookies. I have these little, what are they called? They're these.
They're like the hard,
Yeah, I don't know, meringues.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So, Kaylin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name's Kaylin, and I'm just drinking water, but I do have a teacup for
It's pretty. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm Desi, and I am drinking lavender chamomile tea. It is so good. And I also have no idea what these are. They're like these French lemon pastries that I got from my farmer's market.
Wow.
That looks so good.
Delicious.
Perfect.
That does look, well, you're saving the worst to last. So I have just peach schnapps and lemonade because that's what I would take to a picnic. It's very refreshing.
Yes.
And it's a little bit alcoholic, so it's great.
I love it. It's perfect for spring though,
Oh yeah, very refreshing.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
we love your little crown that you have on, Gavin.
It's beautiful.
I also got these specially as well. You can't see because the black shelves.
So I can see it.
And then the tree thing as well, that lights up. I got that too. I wanted to fit the theme.
I love it. You did amazing. Okay, well, so just so everyone knows, if you have not read The Secret Garden, you can still stay around because we're actually breaking this up into 3 sections. I have to tell everyone the schedule because that's just who I am as a person. So first, we're going to do a cottagecore Q&A. Then we're going to play some games. And then we will go ahead and go into a spoilery discussion. So please feel free to stay. But I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and get started with the cottagecore Q&A.
Yes. So, yes, we came up with some cottagecore questions for all of us. So, the first one is, and we'll start with Desi and then go to Gavin and then Lexi.
Okay.
What is your perfect picnic?
Okay. I totally depends on my mood, but it would probably involve, it would probably be more on the fancy side, to be honest. So tea and maybe some croissants, and maybe like a, how do you say, charcuterie board or whatever, with lots of cheese and jam and I don't know, just very much kind of fancy French posh summer countryside vibes. And of course lots of tea and eclairs and just all of the sweets. I'm not even thinking of regular food, just tea and sweets would be my go-to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
You're just showing us exactly how it's done. Because I was thinking bite-sized sandwiches and I don't know.
No, that's good too.
Yeah, but what filling would I have though is the question. I don't know what the fillings, but maybe something just that won't get everywhere because my perfect picnic would be on a date or something. And so have this setting, and I love it as well actually because you can have picnics at night, right? You can have with the stars above, and I feel that would be even better. So a nighttime picnic I think would be my ideal one. But also
I love that.
Also maybe a picnic in a boat as well. So they're driving the boat. No, hang on, a rowboat.
Yes.
And they're in control. And I'm just sitting there, and they're just they're rowing the boat and they're serving all the tea and stuff. And then there's nobody else on the water because otherwise it would crash. But then but it would also be a nighttime, so all the stars are there too. That's my perfect picnic.
So they would be rowing and serving you at the same time.
Yes, that's the way it should be.
This entire thing has made me feel very single, but I mean, love that for me. It sounds really perfect. I absolutely agree with this. Cucumber and soft cream cheese sandwiches are my favorite. So that would definitely be on the picnic. But I was actually going to say a charcuterie board. Those are so addicting. They're so good. I'm also kind of obsessed. All of my TikToks are just charcuterie boards at this point. TikTok has nailed me as a foodie. So it would be charcuterie, lots of fruit. And if I could pick anywhere, it would be kind of in a French countryside. I love that. And I would actually do it with my friends. I've seen a lot of also TikToks going around where all of your friends dress up. I just think it would be so cute to dress up with all your friends and have like a fun day out. I don't know. So that's my ideal picnic.
Yeah, I was gonna say my ideal picnic would have to be the company. Like I would want there to be my favorite people there and my animals, and maybe there are animals that come around and visit and say hi, and we get to feed the like deer.
Yes,
stuff
that's
like
cute.
But I mean, all the food that you guys said are exactly what I would choose too. Probably lots of sweets and fruit.
Yeah.
I agree. Oh, and by the way, everyone in the comments, please feel free to answer these so we can kind of talk about yours as well.
Yes, we want to hear from you guys too. Okay, so what are 3 books that are your go-to spring or cottagecore reads?
Oh, I have too many. Okay, so one that I read every spring is either Sense and Sensibility or Emma, like any Jane Austen, really.
Love Emma.
And then after having read The Secret Garden, I think it's going to be on my future spring list. But The Brambling Hedge, I have it right here.
Oh, yeah.
They all fell.
Show and tell.
Oh, that's
Ooh, I've never heard of that.
So pretty. Like literally the perfect. I only got it this year, but I've already been reading through it. Like it's so perfect for springtime. Like, oh my gosh, wait, there's this part where they go on a pick. I'm not gonna find it, but like it is perfect. This one.
So pretty.
And then I really like A Room with a View by who is it? Foss?
I haven't. What is that about?
It's a classic. It's like this girl who is grown up in like Edwardian, I think, England, and then she goes to Italy for like the spring, summer, and she kind of discovers this new way of living. It's like different from like rules back home, and she falls in love, and like it's just like the atmosphere of springtime and summer in Italy is so good. So that one.
I love that. Okay, I'm gonna read that one next time. I'll just write this down.
I'm gonna read all of them. I want that Bramley Hedge one as well because the illustrations and that look amazing.
So,
I want that, and it looks like children's. It looks like a children's book, so I'm like. I read it when I was a kid, so I don't know if it still holds up to this day. But The Wind in the Willows is like one that I used to love as a kid.
I love The Wind in the
Willows. I love that one too. Perfect.
But like I'm so scared to reread it because when I reread things, sometimes it just doesn't live up to my childhood kind of memories of it. Yeah. So I'm a little bit scared, but I will reread it eventually. But also this one, which you guys will have heard of because it's like the movie is based on this book, but it's Kiki's Delivery Service. Like that is just like the perfect, like it's probably better than the movie. It's just
really.
Yes, it has because like can I just read like the description at the start, which is like it's perfect. It's perfect, but it's this is how he describes the town. The town was built on an easy southward slope. Its roof's the color of dark slices of toast all in a row. And it's like, that sets the scene. It sounds just like heavenly and delicious and amazing. So definitely this one. And lastly, I think maybe the Tea Dragon Society, maybe is like a picture book version. Yeah.
I love that one so much.
Me too. It's so good.
The recommendations in this are peak. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Well, before I say mine, let's see what you guys are saying. So Snow and Rose, this is such a good one. I definitely agree. Anne of Green Gables was going to be what I said. So good. Let's see here. Yeah, the Tea Dragon Society. Definitely agree.
We're on the same page.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just me who hasn't heard of this. I'm going to look this up. Okay, good. Oh, this is cute. Yes.
Yeah.
Your videos are so aesthetic and beautiful, by the way, just to throw it out there. I'm a big fan.
They're Hollywood.
Yes. And it looks like a lot of people are saying they truly are. I feel like I comment that every time on your videos too. I'm like, this is a movie. Yeah. So I'm so sorry that I say it again and again, but it really is like a Disney movie every single time. Okay. Peter Rabbit too. Sorry.
Other people are saying Mandy. I just want to second that or third that. It's so good.
I don't know that one.
Like Julie Andrews? Is that Julie Andrews, the actress?
Mandy. It's about this girl who like grows up in an orphanage, wants to escape. She climbs over this wall and then she like discovers this abandoned cottage and she wants to fix it up so she can have a place of her own. And she like makes friends with animals. Like it's so cute. I also put it in my cottagecore book. Like I recommended cottagecore books and stuff. That one was in there. It's so good.
That's so
Oh my
cool.
gosh. Lexi,
And then-
send me this list when you're done. Send me
I
it.
will. I've already written down 5 different titles. This is why I love this. And then the last one, okay, I will say I really, really like Tuck Everlasting. I feel like that's like peak cottagecore, like the movie and the book. And then if I was going to pick, the 3 more. So Anne of Green Gables, let me see here, Tuck Everlasting. And then the last one, I would choose cottagecore. I don't know. I really did like The Secret Garden. I'd probably put that one on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's Winnie the Pooh, obviously.
Oh.
Obviously, it's always an answer for me. I think The Secret Garden would they have picnics, they have gardens. That would definitely be one for me too. And I think probably like Jane Austen book. I love Jane Austen, so probably any of hers as well.
I do too. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to move on to movies. What are 3 movies that are your go-to spring or cottagecore movies?
Oh, man.
I love that Desi's starting because literally, now I can get ideas off Desi.
No, you go first, so I have time to think about it.
I actually, you know what? I did actually write some down because I was like, I need to make sure that I got this. So I guess my first one is The Secret World of Arietti. That one.
I love that.
I don't know this.
movie.
I'm learning
so
so
good.
Oh, it's so good.
It is. Yeah. Lexi, you haven't seen it?
No, I don't know any of this.
Oh my gosh. When Monty Was There is another one. Just getting all of that. But also, right, I don't know if this actually technically counts as a cottagecore movie-ish, but Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the original Disney one.
That totally
Yeah.
counts. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch that all the time, like all the time. It's just so, well, 1, it's short, so I can just get through in an hour. But 2, I love the vibe of it. And just like, this was where Disney began, really. And it's just, it's just the vibe of it, the forest, the huntsman, the cottage. Oh, wait, yeah, exactly. Oh, the cottage, that helps with the cottage. So I just got it.
That's perfect. Well, Desi, do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
Yeah, I can go. Okay, so I have like way too many. I have too many favorites, but okay, I would say This Beautiful Fantastic. Have any of you guys seen that one?
Let me write it down. No.
Has anybody in the comments seen that one? It's about this woman who lives in this flat in England, and she's kind of like scared of the outdoors. Not really, she just isn't into it. And she has this massive like garden behind her flat. And her landlord is like, if you're gonna let it just fall apart, like I'm gonna have to evict you. You need to fix it up, like if you're gonna live here. And so she and her elderly neighbor who loves gardening and loves flowers kind of like gives her this book and teaches her how to garden and how like it becomes more like a passion and part of your life than just something that you have to do on the Saturdays, like go out and weed and stuff. And I don't know, it's just this really sweet story about her kind of falling in love with like gardening and being outdoors and like discovering herself. It's really good. It's called This Beautiful Fantastic.
Amazing.
And then I also love Sleeping Beauty, like the original Disney Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
Very cottagecore, yeah.
Yeah, very cottagecore, I think. And then also probably there are so many. Miss Potter, yes.
Miss Potter.
Oh, yes.
Like partially has cottagecore vibes because it's about her riding Peter Rabbit, and there are a lot of scenes that are set in the countryside. Yeah, it's about Beatrix Potter and her life, and I think it's really sweet and very aesthetically pleasing to watch.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Well, I haven't heard of any of these, so I'm writing all of these down. I'll say mine super quickly, and then I'll go through some of the comments. So the first one is Matilda, because Miss Honey is epitome.
Miss Honey.
I love her so much. I want to be Miss Honey, truly. Like, I want to live in a cottage just like her, adopt a magical child, and have tea every day. What an amazing life. So
Lexi, don't you want to be like Miss Honey and Evie from The Mummy, like combined? Isn't that like?
Oh my gosh! Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine my absolute dream life? Like throwing a little Brendan Fraser in there, good to go. You know.
90s Brendan Fraser though.
Yeah.
Wait,
what did you say?
I said 90s Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like 90s Leonardo DiCaprio, like just the 90s guys. Yeah.
I sent her a picture of Brendan Fraser in 2021, and she was like, "Oh,
it's not much
interesting."
But yeah. Kayla? All right. Anyways, okay, I'm going to try to get it together. I was laughing so hard when she sent me that. Okay. Anyway, I forgot all of my stuff because now I'm thinking of Brendan Fraser. It's fine.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. The other one would be Tuck Everlasting because the movie is so good. Did you guys see that when you were teenagers too? Because I was in love with Jesse. Like, I was absolutely in love with
Yeah,
him.
he was so cute.
He was so cute. And then the last one was, do I have a third one? Oh, Practical Magic. I love Practical
That was
Magic.
going to be one of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Surik, sorry. So we've got Winnie the Pooh.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, I would totally. Okay,
Joe
yeah.
has it? Oh wow, that's awesome.
The Holiday. Oh, I wouldn't have thought that, but yeah, because of the cottage, I could see that.
Yeah.
Is this what do you think this was for the book or is this a movie? Do you guys know?
The movie adaptation is very much like springtime cottagecore. I would say.
Really? Okay. Rapunzel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Rapunzel's kind of perfect. Okay, we've got some people who have also said Miss Potter. I need to watch this. Oh, what is cottagecore? Do you want to explain it, Desi? I feel like you're really good at it.
Lexi, this is your show. You can't.
Do you want me to? I'll do it. Cottagecore is like it's basically the opposite of dark academia. It's an aesthetic and a whole vibe. So it's basically if you were like living in a cottage in the French countryside, think flowy dresses and picnic food and very springy vibes. That's how I would probably. Maybe a little vintage too. Let me see here. Okay, I need to apparently watch this. Little Women is, yes, I absolutely agree. Let me see here. And then I think, is that everyone? Okay, go. And then Practical Magic too. Oh, and then somebody also said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, cool. All right, Kaylin, take it away.
Okay, well, before I do that, have you guys heard of the movie Fairy Tale?
Oh my gosh,
Is that TALA?
Yeah,
What?
with the two girls, right?
With
who are
the two
cousins?
girls that live in the cottage
Oh,
and they
yeah.
have
My
little
favorite.
fairies.
Yes.
Oh.
I feel like
Oh,
that is
that's
like the epitome of cottagecore when I was young.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what cottagecore was, and I was like, that is how I want to live my life.
Yes.
And I was also gonna say, Practical Magic and Kiki's Delivery Service were mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, let's see. So, if you could go anywhere this spring, where would you go?
Probably just like I'm so generic. I don't know, like the English countryside. Honestly, like it's one of my favorite places that I've ever been. Like I love down near, like the countryside outside. Gavin, I'm not sure like where, but like where Bath is, like all around that area, like the countryside around there is my favorite. So that is where I would go.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then you can come up north and go to the Lake District where all of the like. Oh, yeah, that all of you do. All of you should. So when you guys, Lexi, Kaylin, when you answer this question, just say Lake District, okay?
I actually was going
to. So for me, I've always wanted to go to the Banff National Park in Alberta, Canada. You know, like with all the mountains and the river and the trees and everything. Because I went to Canada a few years ago. And I never got a chance to go. And it was one of my biggest regrets because I was like right there. I could have went, but I didn't. So it's my biggest regret. And now it's like my life's mission to go there because it just looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, love that. Yeah, I was actually going to say the Lake District because I went, when I studied abroad, I was in Scotland and England, and we went to Keswick. And Keswick is my favorite place in the entire world. It is so incredibly like cottagecore. I stayed in the Keswick Hotel, and like the gardens were so beautiful. You could walk through the gardens like all day long, and it was my favorite place in the entire world. So I would say Keswick, and then
I was gonna say Scotland because
Scotland
is so beautiful there. Yeah,
oh,
we all want to go there. It sounds like
yeah, trip to England and Scotland even.
Honestly, though, I think that'll be the first trip I make once we're able to.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. And I love everyone's answers. Everyone, oh my gosh, it sounds, I want to go to all of these places. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but because we haven't been traveling, I have like that travel bug in me right now. I really am so excited for that to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you want to finish on one last question and then we'll go on to the games?
Yeah, okay. So if you could have a tea party with any 3 fictional characters, who would they be and where would your tea party be held?
Oh. Gav, do you already know?
I know my characters, but I don't know where I would want it held, though, is the thing. Oh, I'm stealing this. I'm stealing Hobbiton. That's where
No,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I have to keep my own idea.
Okay, Gab, you can go.
Okay, because I feel like I'm so obvious with this, but Olaf from Frozen, I would love to have a tea party with him in the summer because he won't melt. He won't melt. He's got permafrost now, so he's fine. And then I would have Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, actually, because she was always my, like, when I was growing up, Wizard of Oz was my favorite film. So, like, having, like, I would go on an adventure with her and then, like, go through, you know, all of the great, like, Oz, Yellow Brick Road and everything. And then the last person, sorry about the dyslexia, but it would be Jack from Titanic, and he would be my date at that.
Oh my gosh,
tea
I'm
party.
so jealous. He is the love of my life. He is the absolute. Wait a second. Okay, new rule. If you call it, that means the other people cannot say it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Jack's on your team. That's fine. You whatever.
Sorry, Lexi.
Whatever.
Oh man. Oh, I was only thinking of literary characters, and now I'm thinking like all fictional characters. I don't even know.
Anyone goes.
I'm not literary at all. So.
I was going to say like, I was going to say maybe Bilbo Baggins, and Shirley, and then possibly like, I don't know, like Peter Pan or like, I don't know or maybe like Joe from Little Women, Joe March, maybe. And the location, wait, where did you say yours, Gav? I don't want to steal it.
Well, I did say Hobbiton, but I might change it to the Emerald City.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Yeah, it's so cute.
Okay, well then I'm going to take Hobbiton because not just Hobbiton, I want to have it at Bilbo's.
Love it.
His Hobbit hole. I want to have it in there. Yes, and that would be my answer.
Sounds perfect. We're invited. We're going to be lit in the background on this tea party, I think, like trying to get in.
Yeah. Okay, let me think. Okay, so the first one, Kaylin, I'm sorry. I'm going to take Winnie the Pooh. And the reason though is because I know he will not judge me when I'm eating all of the food there. He's going to be cheering me on. So like I kind of need him in my corner.
And he's a 9. He's an Enneagram 9, so you can it's like my spirit.
It's like you're there. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so Winnie the Pooh. The next person, I just love Miss Honey so much that Miss Honey would absolutely have to be there. And then I think the third person, I mean, I don't know, because like now I'm thinking, fictional crushes are okay. Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what you're so sorry.
I don't have anything now.
Oh, you took everything.
Okay, and then I think I would hold this in Wonderland because what I'll do is like just lure the Mad Hatter away somehow, and we'll just like have their spread. So that is mine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you want to think about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. We've got
Oh,
Mad
okay,
Hatter. I feel bad. I'm trying to give you a second. Okay, Holly Golightly. That sounds so familiar. Who is that from? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But she sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, cool. Ooh, a picnic somewhere in the mountains. That sounds so nice. Then we've got Anne Shirley. Oh, these are so good. Breakfast at okay. Let's see here. Okay, Jupiter North, Winnie the Pooh, Rapunzel. Oh, Sarah, that one's really, really good. And then what does this one say? Yeah, Anne from Anne of Green Gables, definitely agree. Okay, cool. Oh, and then this one too. Luna Lovegood, Rapunzel.
Phoebe.
Oh yeah, this is perfect.
It would be hilarious.
She would be so fun.
That whole group would be really fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are so good. Oh wait. I like Pippa. Yeah. Oh wait, I was thinking Pippa from Pippi Longstockings. Never mind. I don't know this. Okay.
I was thinking Peppa Pig for some reason. I don't want to go on a dinner party with Peppa Pig. She would be. No, I'm joking.
All right, your turn, Galen.
Okay, well, I'm thinking now. I'm only thinking of like all my fictional crushes. So
You can name them. That's a
I'm
picnic.
sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Duke from Bridgerton, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kylo Ren, and I'm gonna say The Witcher, and we're gonna be at Hogwarts.
I need to see The Witcher. I've heard such good things about it, and he is pretty.
Henry Cavill. Oh,
Yeah.
Right. He is like he's ungodly.
that's not true.
That's so funny. Okay, cool. Well, that's it for the cottagecore. Let's go ahead and move on to the game.
I'm scared. I'm
I'm excited. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we are playing something called Nouns in a Bucket, which is my favorite thing to do. We're in teams. So it's Kaylin and I versus Desi and Gavin. And the number one thing I suggest is if you are at home, please play along and tell us how many you get right every single time so we can highlight it and like talk about it as well. That way like, everyone can kind of participate. But we are doing 3 rounds. The first round, you can say anything except for the word. The second round, you can only say 1 word. And the third round, you have to act everything out. So Kaylin is doing all of this, and so is Gavin, and Desi and I are guessing. I'm very excited. I say the first round will have 2 minutes, and then the middle round will have 1 minute, and then the last round will have 2 minutes. Okay? Okay, so do you want to, let's let the guests start first. Is that okay?
Are you cool with that?
No pressure.
It's up to you guys.
No pressure.
I can start. I don't mind.
Yeah, no,
What
it's
would
fine.
you like?
We'll show you how it's done. It's fine.
Okay. We love to see
I'll show
it.
you how it's done.
Okay, so as soon as I say start, go ahead and start. Are you ready?
Yes. Start.
Okay.
Your channel name.
Darling Desi.
Yes. Julie Andrews played this character with an umbrella.
Sorry, say that again?
Julie Andrews with an umbrella.
Oh, Mary Poppins.
Yes. The main character from the book we just read.
I don't remember her name!
It's like the yes. Oh, the book we just read.
Secret Garden.
Yes, I'm glad you got that one. The Mad Hatter, White Rabbit.
Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, that's the one. What we're having right now.
A tea party.
Yes. I don't know why I picked up my drink there. I'm wasting time. I'm walking on. I'm walking on. Yes, that's the one. The Tinkerbell, Neverland. The main character, Tinkerbell, Neverland. Yes, that's the one. Your favorite author?
Jane Austen.
Yes. The love interest from Pride and Prejudice.
The what?
The love interest from Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, Mr. Darcy. I thought you said the
Yeah.
live-in.
Sorry, I need to slow down. Tinkerbell is this.
A fairy.
Yes, that's the one. You use this to unlock things.
Key.
Yes. Nope, had that one. I must have rolled out down twice. You eat this with a spoon. You eat this as a dessert. And you can have it for a birthday.
Birthday. Cake? Ice cream?
Yes, that's it. Cake. Probably your favorite. Fork. Sorry. Your favorite children's classic, probably. I think.
Oh,
Probably, I think.
Shirley. Last name Shirley.
Anna Green Gables.
Yes, that's the one.
Time. That is time. Yay! That's so good.
God, you did so good.
So good. Okay, how
I don't
many
even
did you guys get?
Oh wait, I can count. I can count. I don't worry. I kept them here. I didn't put them back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's a good number. I'll be right back. Hold on one second.
And then make sure you let us know in the comments how many you got right, because I thought that was really good. You did a good job. Okay.
Yeah, you did so good.
Are you? Oh, you got 12. Oh, that's so good. And then 13. So we got all of them. Okay, cool.
Excellent.
Okay. Are you excited and ready, Kaylin?
Yes. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready. I'm going to hit start. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
Step back and relax.
Okay. In Winnie the Pooh, he is the tiger.
Tigger.
Yes. It's Studio Ghibli movie.
Howl's Moving Castle?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The hills are alive.
With the Sound of Music. Julie Andrews. Oh, okay. Oh, that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna just use Gavin's. It's Tinkerbell.
Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell is a
Oh, a fairy.
yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, it is one of your favorite books. It has a really cute guy in the movie. And
Howl's Moving Castle.
No.
Tucker Everlasting.
Yes. Okay, my favorite fictional character.
You have a lot.
But he's a stuffed
Howl?
animal.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh.
Yes. You grow them in your garden. They come in a lot of different
Flowers?
colors. Yes. Okay, one of our favorite movies that we watched together with Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock.
Practical Magic.
Yes. The type of bird that's in Secret Garden.
A red robin?
Yes.
Okay.
It is what is held in the springtime to like keep away rain.
An umbrella.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It is the baby version of a sheep.
Lamb.
Yes. Okay. They fly around gardens and are really pretty and multiple
Birds.
lots of colors. They're bugs.
Butterflies.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is neck and neck.
Okay. They also fly in gardens, but they're black and white.
Dragonflies? Moths? Birds?
They go to flowers and get
Bees.
Yes.
Bees.
Okay. What these are?
Wings, flowers, trees, plants. Oh, that's it. That's time.
Dang it.
It's
Okay.
13. We tied. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
gosh, the pressure, the pressure.
I know. And like there's some that we didn't get. So I feel like the next round is going to be a little harder, but that's okay.
I'm going to mix them up.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
So the next round is one word. So you have less time. So we're going to do this next round in 1 minute.
Oh god, this is so
I
hard.
think this round is harder than the last round.
Yes.
It is really hard because it's only one word. If you want though, you can skip. Like you can skip as many words as you want. Just try to get, yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I'm so bad with words. Good luck, Gavin.
Good luck to me because I don't know how to explain things in one word.
Yeah.
I need 15.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Then go.
Okay.
Umbrella.
Yeah.
You can
Who
do-
am I?
Oh, a Mary Poppins.
Ooh. I can't say that word. Movie.
You can go
I'm
to
skipping that one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm skipping that one. I don't know any of these.
Kevin, you have 20 seconds left.
I don't know how to explain this in one word. Can I use more than one word, but like different
No.
word? Oh, okay, I'm skipping. Unlock.
Key.
Yes, that's true. Holiday. Holiday, but
All right, that's
I don't. I don't know.
okay. Well, that's time. That's it.
you got
Oh
two.
no, and I'm like,
Like
It's
how is
not
that
a
supposed?
hard round.
How am I supposed to describe Mr. Darcy in one word? I mean, I could have said Dashin, I guess.
You could
But
have
then
said
how was Desi
Elizabeth
gonna get
or
it?
Bennett or
Oh.
Love or
I did say Love.
Austin.
lost.
Did
I
you?
did. That was hard. That was
It
hard.
Yeah.
It is the
That was
hardest
so
round.
funny.
Don't worry, you can make it cut. Well, we don't even know how we're gonna do. So also everyone else was struggling. So we're struggling as well. It's okay. It's no
That's
worries.
because I only have mentioned like 3 things.
This one hot. This would have been good. Well, don't worry about it. Okay. So let me get the timer up. Are you ready for your 1 minute?
I'm ready.
Okay, wait. I'm not apparently. I switched. Okay, there we go. You ready? Set, go.
Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Tigger.
Yes.
Okay.
Jessie.
Tie everlasting.
Yes. Rain.
Umbrella. Sorry.
You guys are so good.
Dang it. Ghibli.
Howl. Howl's Moving Castle.
Yes. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay. Okay. Tigger.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry, Tessie.
It's just for fun.
But Buzz.
Lightyear. No, the bee. Sorry. Plant. Teacup.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Oh,
Okay.
and that's time. We got 7. Oh, okay. That was really hard. Also, thank you for hyping us up, but don't feel bad, Gavin. That was like a
don't
hard
feel
round.
bad, Gavin.
Let's go again.
Okay, so the final round, you got 2 minutes. Please act your heart out. This is my favorite round because of the acting. I'm very excited. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm just making sure there's enough space, just in case. I'm not something.
These
I
are the
may
words
do the
that
same
we already did the first time, right? They're not new words. They're like the words we did before, or are they new words?
They can be new words, but you guys have gotten most of them. I think
Yeah,
'cause
we've gotten at least 13 of them, so there might be 7 new ones that we
okay.
haven't got through yet.
I just didn't know. Like, okay, good to know.
And then just remember, for all of the words, it has to do with either children's classics or cottagecore.
Mm.
All right, you ready? Set.
Yes.
Good luck. Go.
Mr. Darcy, book. Do something else, Gav. Are you writing? Oh, you have hair. Elizabeth Bennet. No. Anne Shirley. I don't know.
I'll skip.
This is me.
Oh, this is a good one.
Mary Poppins.
Yes.
Reading. The what? The book pages. What the? Oh, the Secret Garden.
I totally cheated.
No, it's fine. That's allowed.
Oh.
You, Gavin. No. What?
You're
What
right,
are you
Desi.
doing?
You're right, Desi. Remember, you got Darling Desi? The whole
Oh,
time.
wait, Darling Desi?
So
Oh, change.
Ooh, no. Can't do that one.
Fairies, butterfly. It's raining. What?
I don't know, but I love it.
What is going on?
Oh no, I dropped all of my. I'll skip it. But I've
20
dropped all of my.
seconds
I've dropped all of my. Okay, this one.
Mr. Darcy.
Nice.
Ooh,
Sorry, what?
like,
Stomach.
what would you?
Pregnant? Are you pregnant? I'm just kidding.
I'll try another one.
I don't know what that was.
That's what I thought.
That's it. All right, that's it.
I
That
don't
was
know how many I got because I dropped them all on the floor.
Wait, can I know what that was? Can you tell me now that our turn is over?
The one that I was falling was Alice falling down the rabbit hole.
Oh,
Alice in
that was
Wonderland.
good. That was really good.
Yeah, that was my bad.
That
She does
was
fall
good.
like that. She does fall.
Yeah,
like that.
she does. That's true.
You're right.
But also, I showed off my Mickey Mouse pajama pants.
They
So
were-
I'm sorry about that.
Wait, what was the one where you were going like this?
That's the corset.
Corset.
Oh,
Makes sense.
gosh dang it.
This is pure PJ party chaos. We love to see it. Did you guys get 4 or 5 or more?
I can't tell because I dropped them all on the floor.
We're just gonna say 5. We're just gonna say 5. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so are you ready, Kaylin? You got 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Ready, set, go.
Okay.
Okay. You. Plants. Garden. Secret garden.
I can't do it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
A bunny, a white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Tigger, it's Tigger. Is it? Okay, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Sorry, but.
Okay.
Fishing. A tent. The secret garden. You do look lovely. Is it you? Oh, Mary Poppins. No, it's not. It's a Howl's Moving Castle because it's a castle. Dang it!
Okay.
I'm so sorry. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Sound of music is all I had to say.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what that was, but wait, was it Alice in Wonderland? Dress, a flowy dress, a cottagecore dress.
No.
So hard. A key, turning the key. Okay. I'm losing my voice because I'm shouting. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't know how to do this one either.
You're good. You have like 45 seconds. Fairy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. A bumblebee. No?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to skip it.
Okay.
Okay.
A baby. A baby? Is it a baby? No, it's oh, Winnie the Pooh eating honey. Okay.
Oh, that was so cute.
That was really good.
Okay. I'm going to cheat a little bit, but
Secret garden.
I
The secret garden. A garden. Yes.
I don't know how to do that one either. Okay.
That's okay. You are killing it. A fairy. A butterfly. A bumblebee. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep saying words. Running. Adorable. Running and hiding. A fairy. Tinkerbell. Peter Pan. Practical magic.
We're just going off all the words now.
Yeah, random stuff. Hat, chicken.
Is it a chicken?
No. I'm skipping. Go.
A plant.
Yes.
Yes. I lost my pen. Fingers. Rain.
Yes.
On me. Teacup.
Yes.
I want to make sure that we haven't run out of time. Oh, we ran out of time.
Oh.
Just then.
Okay.
Good. Oh, okay.
I'm hot.
You did a very good job. Okay. I feel bad now. We did win, but yay, everyone! Oh, and look at everyone's hyping up. You did such a good job. Everyone did such a good job. And also, yes, we were just finishing up our game. That was so fun, though.
I can't imagine coming onto the live while we were doing that.
That point, yeah.
Oh, that was so much fun. I honestly feel like that is my favorite part of any of the live shows, is that game.
Whew, yeah.
Okay.
So hot.
I'm so sorry. Well,
Same.
now we have finally come to the very last part, which is the book discussion. I am so excited. So if you haven't read the book, you can feel free to stay if you don't want to read it. But if you do want to read it, we will be doing spoilers now.
Pretty edition.
We all have different editions. Oh my gosh. Do we all have different?
Yeah, me and you. Gav sent me this.
Exciting.
Yeah, I did. Twinning.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with what did you love about the book?
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, we'll go you, Desi, and then Gavin, and then I will pull comments and then I'll say mine.
Okay. Let me take a breath.
Yeah, you were just doing that.
I think that my favorite thing is I'm currently going through a lot of work with my traumas from my past and I am healing a lot from my traumas from my past. And I feel like this book just like hit way too close with that. I think that's what it was all about, was healing from childhood traumas and growing from them. So that was my favorite part, is I really resonated with that in the way that they talked about Mary and how I loved how she understood that she was growing and she could see the change, and then it made her want to like help others change as well, because she saw how much like healthier and happier and lighter she was because of it. So that was probably my favorite part.
I like that.
Yeah, I love that too. My favorite part is probably just the way, because like I feel like I deal with like emotions, and like even when I read a book or watch a movie or anything, I like think about it in like images and colors and sounds and stuff, and I don't know, and just the way that like when I was reading this book, the images and colors and sounds and everything that like I just thought of when reading it, all of the imagery that I got in my head, like it just felt like a warm hug, and it was like the perfect time. I've been dealing with like a lot of anxiety and panic attacks recently, and it just felt like a warm hug. The way that they talk about like magic in the garden in springtime, how it like actually can like heal you, and just the way that that was written felt like poetry to me. I just felt like I understood it, and I just meshed with it like it was like written for me to read, kind of. I just felt like a very personal bond with it, and I think that was just like my favorite part about it.
I love that. I definitely agree. It was very atmospheric.
Yeah. I think what I really liked about it was the idea of discovery and like uncovering like secrets. Because as a child, we're like kind of protected a lot from a lot of things, like we aren't allowed to go places, or we're not allowed to say things or hear things. So I like the idea of this like secret garden, but not just that, but there was Colin, when he was almost like a secret to Mary as well, and Mary had to keep discovering things. Because I love stories where the main character goes to a totally different place and they have to like navigate a whole new situation. So I liked the discovery aspect of it, and finally getting into the garden, and definitely everything that Desi said, as well as Kaylin, especially with the idea of healing with nature and cultivating nature in the way that cultivates you as a person, and like that change. I totally, that's probably one of the most beautiful parts of this book for sure.
I definitely agree. Okay, so before I say mine, let me go ahead and show what you guys are saying. I loved Mary's development. Actually, this ties in with mine, so I'll come back to this one. I love this one. I love seeing Mary become healthier and happier. I completely agree. This one says, I love seeing the characters grow. I actually think that this is some of the best character growth I've ever seen in any book I've ever read. So I definitely agree. Let's see, this one says, Ella loved how Mary just loves the secret garden. I absolutely agree. And she's so interested in everyone. Yes. I agree with this one too. I feel like it felt so magical. But the cool thing about the magic was, I feel like it showed children and like whoever would want to read it that magic exists in a different way that we don't think about. Like it's not all like Harry Potter and stuff.
Flashy, exactly. It's not flashy. It's like natural.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the everyday things.
Yes, and I love that so much. Personally, not to be super nerdy, but my favorite thing, if I go back here to where is it? The development. I like the literary technique. I have never seen this before. If you think about it, there was not really an antagonist. Like there was not a villain. There was also like the hero kind of starts as the antagonist. So like in Mary, we've got an entire journey. She becomes the protagonist. She starts as the antagonist, but also she's everything. She's the teacher because she teaches her cousin how to like get over things and kind of like, I don't know, appreciate the world and become a different person. But she also is that person who like needs that herself. So Mary is kind of everything. She's like one of the most complex characters I've ever seen. And I've never seen a book where there was no villain. The villain and the hero, like they're all the same person. I just thought it was so cool.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Because I think that's kind of how we are. We go through seasons of our lives where we are struggling and we may not realize that we're hurting other people, but then we're also the good guys too, you know? I think it's cool because I think that's who we are for ourselves.
And for Mary as well, she is a product of her time as well, like in her parents as well. In fact, the neglect from her parents, because she's very neglected at the start. Like, and I will admit, I hated Mary so much at the start. Like, honestly, like, oh my gosh, like she was like the worst character I've ever read. And honestly, I had like so many problems with it, and I was like, I could throw this book out the window, like with how Mary is being. And like just like the abuse she did, the racism, and all of that. So I was like, this is a child who is so, I don't know, like she's out of control. So as I was reading more along, and I don't think I mentioned like to Lexi or anyone about like when I finished this, and while I still didn't like love the book, I do think Mary's transformation from the beginning was such a huge, like made such a huge difference to my reading experience of it, because I thought, yeah, you know what, we don't ever really start off, especially a children's book, with a character who you hate, you know, like that is just like, and I do like that. I mean, I do wish that it was handled a bit differently, but I totally understand this is like a product of its time, and you know, things are like way different back then. So I yeah, there were things I wish were different, but I never ever read a children's book where the main character started out as like the antagonist, and then finally she did become a much better person by the end. I do wish the author had addressed some of the things that were like made her like problematic at the start. But yeah, I can't ask for like a rewriting of the book that was written 100 years ago. So like I've got to get what I've gotten, really. So yeah, I had a huge problem with that. But Mary's transformation, not just that, but the way she helped Colin, and even though both of them had such neglectful parents, the dad at the end as well, when he finally like accepted Colin as well. Like I've been craving my dad to accept me for like years and years and years. So I'm also like taking some like personal stuff from this. Like I wish my dad would look at me like that and just be like, you know. So yeah, I totally get it. Like character progression was definitely the best I've seen for a children's book in a long time.
Yeah, I agree. And like you can actually see that in some of these comments. I love this one here. There's something about Mary and Colin. The transformations, it's kind of like a balm to the soul. I definitely agree with this. Like, I feel like it kind of shows that people can change. You know what I mean? With like a little bit of love and guidance, which I think is really cool. I think you made a lot of really good points. Also, sorry, we're talking about The Secret Garden. Okay, so that kind of leads to the next question. When did you start to like Mary, or did you ever like Mary? Was there like a specific point, or was it just a general transformation of like changing your mind about her? Or did you like her from the very beginning?
Definitely did not like her from the very beginning either. I was right there with you, Gavin.
Yeah.
But I think I started to connect with her when you started to realize that she was a product of her environment. And when she started to crave, you could tell she was craving love, and she was craving someone to care about her. And when I realized that, I was like, that's when I was like, she's a broken little girl who needs love in her life. And I don't know. I feel like that was pretty early on when she started like, you know, realizing that she didn't even realize, but you could tell that she was craving that love. So maybe like when she met the Robin or something like that around that time. But it was just, I think that's when I started to like really connect with her and be like, I wish I could like be there and hug you and love you.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Pretty much my answer is like the exact same. Like in the beginning, absolutely hated her. I was like, I don't want to read a book about a girl like this. Like she's literally putting me in a bad mood. I don't want to read this. And then like, I think it might have been when she was talking to Colin and he was being rude, and she realized that he was being rude. And then she realized she had also been that way and she was being rude. Yeah, I totally agree that like she was a product of her environment, and she needed love, and she needed people to teach her how to be polite and how to be nice and kind and loving. She didn't really have that in her life. And so, yeah, pretty much same as Kaylin. I don't remember a specific time. It might've been when she was talking to Colin, but.
I love that. No, that's a really good point too, because he kind of reflects back who she was. And so it's like she's seeing, oh, I don't really like this. So that I really like that exact point that you mentioned, Desi. That was really good.
Yeah, same.
And it leads into that nature versus nurture, which again is such a great theme for this book, is that, you know, how nature affects us as people. So also like how our human nature is affected by how we grow up. So I think for me, when I started to like Mary, was when, I mean, she says some horrible things to Colin when he is having one of his like night terrors and like he's screaming. But she, even though she says like some really horrible things, like she was saying like, "Oh, I wish you were dead" and stuff, she was saying that like she was being mean to get him to realize that he didn't need to scream, or he didn't need to act the way he was acting. And even though she used like some really tough love against him, it was like she was starting to become selfless. And it was when she stopped being so internal with her own like anger against the world, and she started to let somebody in, aka Colin. That's when I started to like her as a character. And I thought, yeah, this is like the great progression that I need from this character. And I just see her really taking on board her environment, and then how that's perpetuating her own feelings.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I'm loving what everyone is saying. I love this too. The thing is, I feel like in a lot of children's literature, we kind of see the protagonist as almost perfect from the very beginning. Like I feel like an example is Harry Potter, who like always kind of stays the same, but he, you know what I mean? But she is unlikable, and it's not really her fault because she doesn't really have a lot of examples. So I love how complex her character development is. I think it's really cool. Also, a lot of people agree about the Robin, which I think is really interesting.
That makes me want to cry, guys.
Oh yeah, I love when she wanted to practice, because it was kind of like a form of respect. She was trying to like emulate who she like looked up to and everything, which I think is really cool. Let me see here. This one says, we read adult antagonist. It's awesome to see this in a child. I definitely agree. Yes, for sure. Did I just read? No, that was different. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next question I have is, what do you think the book was really about? Like, what do you think? There's so many different themes and so many, like Kaylin and I had been talking about it too. So there's not like a set theme that you have to talk about, but what do you think one takeaway is from the book that kids and adults can get?
I mean, mine, like I said, is healing. I think it's all about childhood trauma and how that can affect you in a certain way, and healing from that childhood trauma through friendship and through love and through being outside. I just think the whole book was focused on that. And also, I mean, there was not only Mary, but her cousin was healing from that as well. And so I think that was kind of the main point among a lot of others.
We also were talking, and you were going to mention too about like inner beauty and stuff.
Yeah. That was one thing too that I loved, is how they represented. I don't know if you guys noticed how often that Mary was talked about, like her physical appearance.
Yeah, apparently she was ugly. Like that, they kept saying she was like an ugly child. And what was it like? There was a specific word. It was like on something. I totally know what you mean. Yeah.
Was it queer? Is that what they kept calling it?
No, it was, but it was like they just kept describing that she looked like she had a pinched face, but like the beauty. It's funny because she was talking about like, is it Dixon? Is that his name? Dixon? She kept saying how beautiful he was. Like, he's like an angel. He's so beautiful. But then when she really examined how he looked, she was like, well, actually, it's not really his physical appearance, because like he's not necessarily physically beautiful, but it's like who he is making him beautiful. And it's interesting because we see that progression in every single character. Like we see that in her cousin, who at first Mary doesn't think is very like beautiful, but then at the end he's described as tall and handsome. I think it has less to do with how they actually look and like their insides, you know what I mean? Like being kind people.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was trying to say that the more that you are kind and welcoming and friendly, the more that your appearance will look that way. You know, I think that's why it was such a point that the author was bringing up beauty so much, and the transformation of Mary from the beginning to the end is that as she was growing and changing in a good way, her appearance was also doing that as well.
Yeah.
What
do you think, Desi?
I also really liked just the idea that like we have so much power over ourselves, like our mind does, because Colin like doesn't think he can stand or do anything because he thinks he can't, you know, and like he's just been told that he can't. But the ability that like if we believe something enough, or if we believe in ourselves, and like people don't have other power over us, only we do in our mind, and that like we have the power to I don't know, like change if you want to, like a lot of the comments were saying. I really like how it focuses on like how we can change. Mary changes, Colin changes, if we have the desire to do so. But I also just loved the idea of like how powerful nature is and how nature is healing.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites.
I agree about the nature one completely. That was another one that we were talking about. Sorry. It was the nature and the power of healing. I definitely agree.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I guess the theme of the nature versus nurture is definitely one that resonated with me, especially since I did feel so passionately about Mary's character at the start, and then finally when she kind of became a better person by the end, I was like, yeah, I can see, like, it's just so metaphorical, like how, like a plant grows, a seed grows, and it blooms and it blossoms, and it might not be the most beautiful to begin with, but it does certainly get there at the end. And there's this thing in Roald Dahl's The Twits where if you think ugly thoughts, you'll be ugly yourself. And like that's kind of like that kind of thing with Mary. I felt like she was like they said physically unattractive and stuff, but as she got more, I mean, I feel like her appearance was less talked about when we got towards the end.
Yeah.
So like we moved past that Mary, quite contrary to just Mary.
Yeah.
And that was like really, like, I felt like a very pivotal moment for the fact that Mary had grown like a flower. And, she finally got to the end where she was definitely a much better and stronger person as well. So yeah, I wrote this book off when I first like started it, but then as I got more into it, I was definitely like, okay, like that, yeah, I probably still wouldn't recommend it to a child to read. Like I felt like it's like the themes and like some of the things that are tackled in it, maybe like a bit of a more mature child or a mature audience rather than like a child,
Yeah, I was telling Lexi how I agree with you 100% that I think this is a really great teachable book, but I would want to teach it to a little bit of an older audience so that, because some of the topics, especially in the beginning, you have to like explain, and so that would be, I think, a little harder for a younger audience to understand.
I definitely agree. Okay, so before going into the other comments, this is my takeaway. So Kayla and I actually had like a whole conversation about this, and I personally think that this is about overcoming childhood trauma and abandonment, which Kaylin's already talked about, but I'll like talk about all of the points that I was going to say. So the thing is, Mary is really unlikable because she has been abandoned. Like her mom doesn't want anything to do with her. No one wants anything to do with her. And then she's gone through this huge trauma of cholera and seeing everyone around her die. And then she has to go all the way across the world and live there. And I feel like it's so explicit, like it's so clear, showing how starved she is for love, because the minute she receives any kind of love, which is from a bird, she immediately is like, let me try to speak to the bird. Like, let me try to do everything to the bird, because she's so starved for like physical love and attention. And I think actually her cousin reflects this. So immediately Colin is like, I don't think I like anyone, but Mary, I like you. But it's not that he doesn't like anyone. It's that he has to like protect his heart because his father has never wanted anything to do with him. They're literal like mere reflections, because the way he treats all of the servants is exactly how she treated all of the servants. And through like loving each other and like creating a found family, they literally start to heal from like the abandonment. And actually, I kind of think that's what the secret garden represents, because the secret garden has been abandoned. No one is there to cultivate it or love it. And it's 10 years old, which is the exact same age as Mary and Colin. Also, if I call him Francis at any point, I don't know why, but I've convinced myself his name is Francis. No, it's Colin, but like in my head, I'm like, no, that's Francis. It's not. It's not.
What a great accent.
But anyways, so I feel like the minute they start cultivating the garden, they're like pouring love into it the same way that these kids have been starved for love. And I also really think that it's evident because the garden is the same years old as Mary and Colin. So, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let me see what everyone else is saying. Yeah. Thank you. Let me see here. I feel like I saw a couple You guys let me know if you see a comment that you want. This one says redemption, not to give up on people. I definitely agree with that because they did change.
And-
Everyone changed.
Me, literally, I gave up on Mary, literally like 5 pages in, and like I had to see it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't give up on people. They can
Yeah.
change.
I definitely agree. Belief in ourselves is one of the most powerful things we have. This is kind of what Desi was saying. I definitely agree. And I feel like that was representative of like the magic in here. Like they kept talking about the magic. So I definitely agree. We've got hope. I definitely think hope was a huge theme. Love. That's the theme that I thought was, yeah. See this one? People have gray sides and that's okay. Yeah, definitely agree. Okay, well, we've already gone over, so let's do 2 more questions. Let me see here. Okay, if you could have a key to a secret something, so it could be a garden, a room, or something else, what would it lead to?
I feel like this is such a like everyone answer would say this, but I would love to have a key to like a library that has
That's what I was gonna say.
tomes in it or something.
Love
really
that.
cool old books that you had like mysteries in it or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but that might be in everyone's answer, but that's because everybody would love that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. I would love to, in Sleeping Beauty when the fireplace opens up and like she goes down the hallway and there's like this spiral staircase that goes up to the tower. I'd love that, but like as my own like space, I'd love like a little book nook, a fireplace there with a little desk, maybe a shalong or whatever you call it. Something like really, really fancy. And like, but it would have to be behind the fireplace. That's what I would do.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I think I would want a key to either like somewhere like Pemberley, like a really big, beautiful estate, or like like a castle, but not one that feels like no one lives there. Like it would be, I don't know, it would be like a mixture of like cottage, but also castle. Like just somewhere that's big and beautiful, and I can pretend to be a princess.
I love that. You are a princess, Desi.
Yeah.
I love what everyone else is saying too. Narnia, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
We've got
like a different world. That's actually pretty
cool.
A
different world. I've always wanted to go to a different world, so I feel like that's truly a great answer. A bakery, I love that.
Oh my gosh, yes. A bakery, Starbucks, whatever you've got as long as it's coffee.
Yes. We've got Hogwarts. We've got a magical pastry shop. We've got Wonderland. Oh, I love that. Mine is so specific, but I've always wanted a tree house. So I would love to have a secret door that opens to a tree house, but not just any tree house. I saw this one.
It would be cool.
I'm so excited. I think it'd be so cool to have like a tree house that was like a pirate ship in a tree. So that would be, it's so specific, but that would be my answer.
That was amazing.
I love it.
Thank you. Okay, let's end with this one. What are your overall thoughts on the book and what is your rating?
Okay, well, I think it's going to be hard for me to give it a full 5 stars just because of the beginning of the book. And obviously, I mean, it was written a long time ago. So I think, you can give it a little bit of grace for that. But I think for me, getting so much out of it, I would give it a 4.5.
I love that.
Yeah, I was actually going to say the same thing. I gave it a 4.5. The only reason I knocked off the other part was because, at the beginning, and like, I understand why I wasn't meant to love Mary in the beginning, but still, like, the fact that I had to wrestle with it and didn't enjoy that part is like part of the reason it's not a full 5.
Yeah.
But I do understand like why it is that way, which is why it's a 4.5 for me. I really, really enjoyed it. And like I said, it felt like a hug. It just felt, I loved everything else about it. So
yeah. Love that. How about you, Gavin?
Okay, so mine would probably be like a 2.5 or a 3 star.
I know. I think you're right there. There's a lot of people who would agree too.
Oops. But it was only because of the star. Like if the star had well, then again, no, because Mary needed that evolution. It's just I wrestle with it all the time.
Yeah.
But I think also because I have read like a few children's classics, like Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, and when I just like compare it to those ones, it doesn't like quite hold up for me personally. But I think a lot of that's to do with because all the children's classics have more of a nostalgic feel to me rather than anything else. But honestly, like after this live show, I felt like more better towards the book than I did beforehand. So you guys have opened me up to a whole new world. You guys have opened up a secret garden for myself. So
I love that. Oh, I love that.
So cute.
Mine would also be a 4.5, like literally identical. But also, Gavin, it's very valid that because apparently, according to Goodreads, I've already read this. I do not remember reading this. But according to Goodreads, my exact review said 3 stars. Mary was a total downer. So like, I really feel that. And I feel like maybe it helped that this was apparently my second. I don't remember reading this. Did I lie? I don't know. But like,
don't admit that on your channel. Don't admit it.
I mean, I don't think I did, but apparently I read this when I was like 20. I don't remember even having a Goodreads back then. But anyways, I was gonna say though, I think I picked up more because it was my second reread. But let's go through your guys's. We've got a 5. We've got a 2.5, very valid. We got a 4.5. We got a 3 star. Let me see here. Oh, wait, what does this say? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, and then we've got a 5. Oh, no, sorry, a 5 star here. So, okay, it looks kind of like we are all over the place, which is really fun for a book discussion. I love it when everyone has kind of a different opinion. So that's really cool.
Yeah, the first part was really, really hard to read.
It was, objectively.
Hard.
For sure.
So, I totally get it.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But the themes were 5 star. The themes,
yes.
5 star. Yeah.
I definitely agree. Okay, well, anyways, that was it. Thank you so much to Desi and Gavin for being our guests. It was so much fun. This is like one of my favorite live shows we've ever done. This was really fun. So much fun. But anyways, we will talk to you guys later. All of the links for all of the hosts are down in the description. And if you want to know more about the book club, I will link the Twitter and the Discord as well after this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Love you guys.
Bye everyone.
Bye.